wild down the west coast of America, as far north as Canada and as far south as Mexico. And we have 7 Californian sea lions in this enclosure. We have 5 females and 2 males. Now, some of them are in their pens at the back now, and they'll be let out at the end of the display, as they're very playful animals and they can get in each other's way during the training. So that's the reason that we do this. Now, we've been very successful over the years here at Blackpool Zoo, and we've had many babies born here. The majority of them have gone to zoos all across Europe to be part of breeding programmes, but 3 have remained here at Blackpool Zoo. Now, the 2 girls have just come out now. This is Gina and Anya. Anya is the smallest of the 2, and Gina's her older sister, that little bit bigger as well. And what they're going to do is they're going to go up to the top of this waterfall if they're feeling like it today, and they're going to give you a big wave at the top of it. So here comes Anya now. Gina's messing around a little bit, I think. So because she's been so good, you need to put your hands in the air and give her a nice big wave, and she will wave back to you. Good afternoon, Anya. Are you going to give us a wave today? Come on, Anya. There we go. Look at that. And then she's going to dive into the water for us as well, just to show you how quick and agile they can be. Now, they're going to come across to the front with Khalid and onto their stands. They've each got their own individual stand. So we'll have Anya on the left, and then Gina, her older sister, will be on the right. But we've got another little individual to introduce you to. His name is Elmo, and Elmo will be 3 in July this year. And he was born here at Blackpool Zoo. Now, he's just learning at the moment, so he needs lots of encouragement, and he's going to do exactly the same as what Annie just did. He's going to go all the way to the top of that waterfall, which is very high up for a little sea lion, and he's going to give you a big wave. So you need to all give him a wave, put your hands in the air, and say, good afternoon, Elmo. Can we have a wave today? Oh, look at that. Fantastic. And a big cheer when he goes in the water. Yeah. Well done, Elmo. He's doing very well, as you can see. Now, he's also going to come across, and he's going to go on that tiny little stand on the right-hand side there. So he's going to be doing some of the training with the girls, just to get used to everyone watching him and to learn some new training behaviours as well. So here he comes now. Come on, Elmo, back onto your stand. Brilliant. A round of applause for him. Well done, Elmo. Now let me introduce you to them again. So on the left you have Anya, in the middle you have Gina, and then on the far right there you have our youngest male, who is called Elmo. Now these sea lions, they do like to give you waves, as you've already seen, so they're all going to give you a nice big wave now. If you want to wave back to them, there we go. Good afternoon, girls. Good afternoon, Elmo. Now, Gina and Anya here, they were both born at the zoo, but they are actually sisters. They have the same mother and the same father. And due to the fact they're sisters, they do love each other very much. They love to give each other a nice big kiss. But sometimes they can get a little bit embarrassed about this of everybody watching them. There's nothing to be embarrassed about at all. Now, these sea lions are also very cheeky, as you've already seen. And if they want a round of applause from you, they will demand it by clapping their front flippers together. So whenever you see them doing this, you need to give them a nice big round of applause and loads of encouragement as well. Thank you very much, girls. Thank you, Elmo. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to show you some differences between seals and sea lions. There's nothing more that a sea lion hates than being called a seal. So we're going to show you these differences now. Don't worry, girls. We'll explain it nice and clearly to everybody. Now, the first thing is, if you have a look on the side of their heads, you'll notice their ears are very similar to us. Sea lions have ear flaps, just like we do. And you'll be able to see those nice and clearly when Khalid shows you with Anya there. There we go, got that ear flap. Now, seals don't actually have these ear flaps. Seals' ears are just like a hole on the side of their heads. So that's the first difference for you. Now, the second difference are their front flippers. Sea lions have very large front flippers, as you can see here. Now, a seal's front flipper is about the size of your hand, so you can see the difference there between Khalid's hand and Anya's front flipper, a nice big size difference. Now, this means that seals and sea lions move very differently across the ground, and we're going to show you how sea lions move. So Elmo's going to come down for us, and he is going to show us how sea lions move, all upright, lifting the whole body weight up on all 4 flippers. And as you can see, he's very excited about showing you all this. Now, this means that sea lions have got such strong, powerful front flippers, they can even walk upstairs as well, which is very impressive. But Elmo, could you show us, or do you think you remember how seals move across the land? Have a good think about it. What do you reckon? Do you do an impression for us? Yeah? Brilliant. Okay, so we can do an impression of a seal for us. So seals move on their stomachs, using their tails to push themselves along, as their front flippers are too small to lift up their body weight. I think he deserves a massive round of applause for that impression. Well done, Elmo. Now, the training that we do here is also to be able to do health checks of our sea lions to get nice and close to them. So Carla's going to show you the 3 parts to these health checks. Now the first part is that he's going to get the sea lions to open up their mouth nice and wide, and this means he can have a good look in and check that they're all nice and healthy. Now when they're doing this, you might notice their teeth are not cream or white like ours, but they're black or grey in colour. Now this doesn't mean they're unhealthy at all, it's from all the oil in all the fish that they eat. So as sea lions get older, their teeth get darker in colour as they eat more and more fish. Now you can see nice and clearly there in Gina's mouth too, so have a good look at the colour if you're at the front there. Now the second difference, second part of the health check is to get them to lift up their front flipper. Now this is the thinnest part of the sea lion's body. This is where blood can be taken from and vaccinations can be given as well. So you can see that Anya's quite happy with Khalid moving all around her front flippers there. Check they're nice and healthy. It means if veterinary care is ever needed, they can be given an injection very easily, just like this as well. Now the third part of the health check, as you're going to see very shortly, is Khalid's actually going to get one of the sea lions to come down onto the ground. Now he does this so he can lay them nice and flat and he can look all over their bodies. Now they are very playful animals, they can get the odd graze here and there when playing, so it's important that he checks out the sea lions every day in this way. So Anya's going to come down once Elmo goes back onto his stand. Come on Elmo. He gets very excited, he wants to take part in all of the training, but he has to learn that he has to wait his turn when Khalid asks him to come down. So it's Anya coming down for us. She's going to lay down nice and flat, and then Khalid can run his hands all over her body to check for any of these bumps and scrapes. There we go. Now this means if there are any problems or I need injections, it's very easy to be able to do this, just being able to touch them in this way. And on Khalid's command, he can get her to roll onto her back, and then he can check her stomach as well. He can even place his head onto her chest to check her heartbeat too. Does she sound nice and healthy, Khalid? Brilliant, we've got a nice healthy sea lion there. Well done. A nice round of applause for Anya. Well done, Anya. Now the training we do here at Blackpool Zoo is called positive reinforcement training. This means our sea lions are rewarded for doing the correct behaviours. They are never punished for doing the wrong behaviours at all. And we're going to show you how Khalid trained all of the sea lions to do the behaviours that you've seen here today. Now he did it using something called a target stick, which he's just got out there. Now this target stick is a black stick with a yellow end, and this is what he trains the sea lions to place their noses on the end of. Now these sea lions can't see in colour, but they can see in shades, so that end is a lot lighter than the stick. And this is what he uses to train them. So he'll get them to place their nose on the end of the stick, and he can move them all around, and when they do this correctly, he'll actually blow a whistle, which you might be able to hear, to tell them they've done the correct behaviour for the command, and they'll get fish as a reward. So this is how he trains them to do all the jumps out of the water as well. And in the summer, when it's nice and warm, the trainers do go into the water with the sea lions. They do jumps all above their head through hoops and synchronised swimming with them, where the sea lions will push them under the water as well. So a round of applause for Anya for that. Well done, Anya. And you'll see Khalid now will go and get some fish to reward them for doing the correct behaviour. So here we feed them mackerel, herring and sprats too. So they get their fish there, and you can hear the whistle being blown too. Now at the very beginning you saw these two girls give each other a nice big kiss, and Khalid's going to show you how he trained them to do this using the target stick. If he places it between them, they both put their noses on it. He then adds in a hand signal, and then they associate this behaviour with that hand signal, and eventually you can take away the target stick and they'll do it just the behaviour using that simple hand signal. Ah, look at that. Big round of applause. Yes, Elmo, get everyone to applaud them. Well done. Now these sea lions have very strong and powerful front flippers, which means they can pull themselves through the water at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour. So the fastest of all seals and sea lions. And we're going to show you how strong these front flippers are by getting them to do a flipper stand. Look at that. A big round of applause for that, I think. Well done. All in sync as well. That was perfect. Well done. Now also we're going to do some hoop catches and some ball balancing too. Now these sea lions will stretch out their necks in the water when they're trying to catch their prey of fish and squid, but it also means that to try and get them to use the same muscles, they can catch hoops onto their neck as well. So Khalid's got 4 hoops there, and we need a nice big cheer for every single hoop that Anya catches. So we've got hoop number 1, a nice big cheer when she gets it. Hey, number 2, hey, number 3, brilliant. And a bit of a spin on the last one to make it harder. Will she get it? Come on, Annie, you can do it. Yay! Well done, Anya. All the tension then. She did very well. Oh, another round of applause. They're demanding it. Now, next thing we're going to do is make it a bit harder. Kylie's going to take them down to the water and throw the hoops above the water to get them to jump up and catch it on their neck as well. So we're going to get them to go down. It keeps them nice and physically fit, and also it keeps them mentally stimulated as well, which is very important for these sea lions that are so intelligent. So we're going to have Gina coming down for us. And again, we need a nice big cheer for every hoop that she catches. So here we go. We've got hoop number 1. Can she get it? Come on, Gina, you can do it. Yay! Number 2. Yay! Number 3. Come on, Gina. Oh, wow. And last one. Look at that. Well done, Gina. She's doing very well today. Very agile, isn't she? Well done, Gina. That was brilliant. Another round of applause for them. Now, next thing we do is we're going to do some ball balancing as well. So these sea lions have very sensitive whiskers, which they use in the water to sense any movements so they can actually catch their prey of fish and squid. But it also means with some practice, they can balance the ball on the end of their nose. So Annie's going to grab it. Now, as the ball moves to the left and the right, she senses it with her whiskers, and then she moves her head to balance the ball very easily. And on Carla's command, she can even pass it back to him. Come on, Anya, let's see if you can do it. Amazing. Well done, Anya. And a nice kiss for Carla too. Now, because these two are sisters, Carla does like to teach them to share. So I'll pass it over to her sister Gina, back to Anya, and then back to Carla. Come on, girls, you can do it. And back to Carla. Brilliant. A big round of applause for them. Well done. Now, yet again, we want to make it a bit harder, make them nice and physically active. So we're going to take them down to the water with 2 balls and get them to race as well. So let's see who is the one who is going to be the quickest today. Is it going to be this Anya or Gina, the older or the younger sister? So here they come now. Now, balancing a ball isn't something a sea lion can do straight away. It takes about a year's training 3 to 4 times a day. So to be able to balance it in the water and back onto the land as well takes a lot of practice and a lot of training. Well done, Anya. Come on, Gina, you can do it. A nice big round of applause when she gets up there. Well done, Gina. Brilliant. They've done really well today. Well done. Now, also, these sea lions, they move very fast through the water because they need to escape from any predators. And one of the sea lions is going to go down and do an impression of one of these predators for you. And when you can guess what it is, I need to shout it out as loud as you possibly can for me. So it's Gina coming down now. Here she comes, and she's going to do an impression. And like I said, you need to shout it out as loud as you possibly can so that Khalid can hear it over there. So here she goes. Any guesses?
Shark!
Did you hear that, Khalid? I didn't hear that either. Any guesses?
Shark!
One more time. Any guesses?
Shark!
Brilliant, that was better. So we got tiger sharks, bull sharks, and great white sharks as well. They all like to eat these sea lions in the water. So sea lions have to be very quick and very agile to try and escape from them. But if there are sharks in the water, what is the first thing you do, Gina? That's right, straight out of that water. And then what do? And then you hide as well. Hide from the sharks. Well done. A nice big round of applause for them. Now, if you do have any food or any wrappers on you, we do ask that you place it in the bins when you do leave the arena, as otherwise the seagulls will pick it up and they'll drop it into the pools, which can make our animals very ill. So we're going to show you exactly what we want you to do with your rubbish so you don't forget. So Carla's going to do something very naughty. He's going to take this plastic bottle and throw it into the pool. Now, Anya hates having a messy pool. She's a very tidy sea lion. So she's going to go and fetch it and bring it back for us. She's very quick when she does this. And then, Anya, what do you want all of us to do with our rubbish? Where should we put it? In the bin. That's brilliant. Well done, Anya. Now, do you think our sea lions have done well today? Do you think they deserve a nice big hug? I think they do as well. So Carla's going to say thank you very much to them and give them a nice hug as well. Oh, there we go. So first one is Gina. She wants a nice hug and a nice fishy kiss for Carla too. And then with Anya, Anya's going to come down off the stand so you can jump up, give him a hug and a nice kiss. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Well done, Anya. Now, if we could just give them a nice big wave as well, goodbye, just to say thank you. And give them a wave, and then when everyone's hands are in the air, they'll give you a wave back too. So let's see if Elmo's going to give us a wave as well. Keep your hands in the air, come on. Big waves, and then they'll wave back. There we go, brilliant, well done. Thank you very much, girls. Thank you, Elmo. Nice big wave from Elmo there. And if we could just have one big loud round of applause for Gina, Anya, Elmo, Khalid and Gary. If you do have any questions at all, then